I'm Steve, and I've cracked the code to achieving any cybersecurity IT certification on the first try, and I'm gonna show you guys how. What's good, everyone? I'm Steve, and I have over 10 years of cybersecurity and IT experience, and I've done a ton of certs over my lifetime, and I've figured out how to achieve any cert on the first try. It doesn't matter if it's your most basic cert or your most advanced cert, or it's for help desk or for ethical hacking. You can apply these same principles to any exam. And I'll walk you guys from the very beginning, before you even schedule your exam, to the moment you have your certification in hand. All right, first up is step one, and this happens before you even start thinking about your certification. It's finding your why. And this is the most important thing, because if you have a strong enough why, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. And right now, if you're transitioning jobs or you're just starting your career, your priority should be having a job to be able to feed yourself, have clothes on your back and a roof over your head. It could be anything, just to get out of whatever situation you're on and move up to the next level. That should motivate you enough. Or if it's to take care of someone that you have responsibility over, such as your kids. After you find your why, it's actually time to schedule your exam. You want to schedule it however much in advance you need, where it's comfortable for you to be able to learn your material, go over it, and do a lot of practice tests and labbing. So say if it's something you think you can do in 3 months, go ahead, schedule it 3 months from now. If it looks super easy to you and you have prior knowledge, you only need 3 weeks, go ahead and schedule it 3 weeks out. A cheat code right here is you need to hold yourself accountable. And an easy way to do that is, after you schedule your exam, give someone your password, so that way you can't change your exam date. You gotta stick to that date and be ready by that date. So after you schedule your exam, right here is when you want to do your prep time. This is when you gotta be Batman and go into detective mode. You have to check out Reddit or some other threads, because more often than not, there's a really popular exam and people have already taken it, thousands of people have passed it, and the formula is already out there. There's no need to reinvent the wheel and try to figure out your own path. There's people that have probably passed it recently and have the exact resources you need, and that way you don't waste any time studying things you don't have to. Get straight to the source, straight to this route. After you prep and you figure out what resources you need, then you have to set up your environment. And your environment is very important, because if it's dirty when it's actually time to come study, you're gonna find a way to procrastinate and be like, oh, I have to clean first, and then after you finish cleaning, then all your study time is gone and you have to do something else. So make sure your place is clean, nice and tidy, so that way when it's time for you to actually study, you can just get straight to work. When it comes to studying tips, people often recommend the Pomodoro method, which is 25 minutes of dedicated studying, then a 5-minute break, and doing something that doesn't involve your brain, either just walking around. Definitely don't use your phone, and just get a break, stare off into the distance. But when I try to use it, I found that sometimes right when I'm around like the 20-minute mark, that's when I find my groove, and to stop 5 minutes after that, it's kind of messing up my flow. So something that I found out from Floyd Mayweather, the boxer, is if you're in the mood to do it, take advantage. He'd be at the club and then he'd be in the mood to go run and train. He'd go outside in boots and jeans and he'd start running, 2 a.m. Same thing applies. If you're in the mood to study and you're not tired, just keep going. Do whatever your brain can handle. To actually help with your studying, since it is 2025, you have to leverage AI. It'll definitely accelerate your learning. A few ways to use it is, say you're having trouble trying to understand a certain term or word or concept, you just put it into ChatGPT or whatever you're using and be like, hey, can you explain this to me in a way that makes sense for what I like? Say you like football, be like, explain it to me in football terms. There's so many ways to help you break it down and digest the information. Also, you can use it to quiz yourself. You could be like, hey, give me 5 medium difficulty questions for this exam. Do exactly that. The last tip when it comes to actually studying is consistency. Consistency is everything. If you take a break, however long that break is, it's gonna take you even longer to finish your plan, because when you come back from your break, you're gonna have to start at step 1 and you're gonna have to go over things you already learned. So it doesn't matter if you can only get 5 minutes in a day, go over stuff that you've already learned and don't lose your progress. Keep going and stick to it every day. or as much as you can. Another key thing that will help you retain the information is making sure you get enough sleep, make sure your brain is rested, and also incorporating a healthy diet, a healthy lifestyle, such as eating blueberries. They will help keep that brain operating like a V8 engine. All right, so now you've done all your studying, you've done all the prep work, it's finally time for exam day. I'll go over both in person and online because I know depending on your situation, you might like one or the other. And if you're like, Steve, I don't know which one to decide. If you're gonna do it at your house, you have to make sure you have fast internet and that you're in an environment that no one's gonna interrupt you. I almost failed an exam, not because of my grade, because there was people outside talking in my apartments and you could hear them in the background, and my proctor was like, hey, what is that? What's going on? Are you cheating? It's like, so be very cautious of that. And I've heard of stories where they'll drop you for even less. For in-person exams, whatever you think it's gonna take you to get to the exam center and get in that seat, try to get there 2 times that. So if your exam's at 12 and you think you're gonna be there at 11, try to get there at 10, because there's always something that happens that will mess you up. And it's better to show up a little bit early than late. Oh, also a little tip, make sure you don't eat that much fiber the day before and the morning of your exam, because then you're gonna feel the need to use the bathroom, and these exams aren't refundable most of the time. And if you're worrying about the bathroom and not the exam, then you're gonna be in a whole lot of pain. As for actual test taking tips, the same apply that you would use for like your regular like high school or college test. Make sure you fully read the question and understand what the question is actually asking for. Most of the time these exams will try to include more information than what's actually necessary, just to try to confuse you. They're trying to make sure you actually understand what the problem is. Then also, if you don't know, don't panic. If you can come back to the question, try to come back. If not, just give it your best answer and don't second guess yourself. Just stick to your first option. And then that's it. You submit your exam and you get your results. If you stick to this, there's such a high chance that you're gonna pass your exam. And like I said, these are just the principles. I'm not saying that you're gonna pass your exam in 1 month. I'm gonna say if you stick to this and you plan according to how you're feeling and what your situation is, that you can do it. A little bit of parting advice, believe in yourself. You are so much more capable than you think you are. Don't overthink it, it's just an exam at the end of the day. You're not gonna lose your life over this. And like I said, I've been doing this for over 10 years and I have the career I want, where I want to be, and I have the lifestyle I want. All thanks to the discipline and the grind of sticking to cybersecurity and IT. And I know that you can do it too. So make sure to subscribe. And if you like this type of content, let it be known in the comment section and let me know what exam you're currently studying for and post your results afterwards. Peace.